back to Making Food Monday. This week, I'm gonna make something that my mom just made just the other day and it was delicious. And I thought, hey, I bet that would be really good in my pressure cooker. So today, I'm gonna make a shrimp boil. For today's recipe, you guys, we are going to need Andouille Sausage. This is the important part, guys. Slap Ya Mama Cajun seasoning. This is the special touch here. You gotta have the Slap Ya Mama. We need an onion, we need garlic, and I'm gonna use this whole bulb of garlic. We need mushrooms, we need peel and eat shrimp. I've got corn on the cob, red potatoes, and some asparagus here in the back. And that's all that's going in our recipe today, guys. Okay, first things first, guys, we're gonna cut up our andouille sausage. Get that cut up first. I have no idea which shape I should be cutting this into. Let's see if I can figure this out here. There we go. Okay, now the first thing we're gonna do is take all of that sausage and put it right down into the bottom of the pot. Now I'm gonna take about 7 red potatoes and I'm just gonna cut them in half. You wanna make sure and cut your potatoes so that the deliciousness can soak up inside your potato, because it's really delicious. Okay, now that I've got all of my potatoes simply cut in half, we're just gonna take all of those and drop them right down into our pot. Now I'm gonna take my pack of little miniature corn on the cob here. They've just been already prepared for me. They are frozen. As you can see, guys, I am swiftly running out of space in my pot. I better get the important stuff in. Up next, I'm just going to peel all of my fresh garlic. And I don't want to mince it or dice it or cut it up or anything. All I want to do is peel it. Put those whole cloves right down in there. Let them just fall wherever they will. It's okay to just go ahead and put them all in there. That actually adds a lot of flavor to our boil here. Okay guys, now I have a giant onion. This thing is massive. What I'm going to do is cut it in half. I'll save this half for something else. I'm gonna cut off the top, off the bottom. Off the outside layer. Here we are. Now all I should be doing is cutting this in half, but since I'm running out of space in my pot, I'm gonna cut it into smaller pieces so that I can slide these smaller pieces down inside my crevices. Okay, so I've got all this onion that I need to figure out a space for, so I'm just gonna start poking it down in there. Okay, I've got all the onion packed down inside there underneath the corn and around the potatoes. Now we're ready to work on our asparagus. Okay, I'm just gonna cut the ends a couple of inches off the bottom so that there's no tough parts in there and because they're too tall to fit in my pot. So I'm just gonna take these and set them aside because they don't actually go in the pot yet. They'll be way, way overcooked if you put them in first. So I'm gonna set those aside and work on the mushrooms. Okay, I'm just gonna take my mushrooms and cut them in half. And again, I'm gonna try to get those guys in there. Now, as everyone can see, I am above my max fill line. However, there's a lot of space down in there still, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Okay guys, now I've got 4 cups of water. Right there, all 4 cups right inside. I don't want to put too much liquid in this pot, but I do think I can get 2 more in. I don't want to fill it up too much though, because I do realize that I'm over my max fill line with my food, but I think 6 cups of water is actually what I needed. So you guys, it turns out I'm not quite as brave as I thought I was when I started. I had my pot really full and I was going to just seal it up and use it that way, and then it occurred to me that I might be making this too spicy for the kids anyways. So I pulled some of the food out and I set it aside in a pot. This is what I did. I took out some of the sausage, I took out some of the corn, I took out some of the potatoes and the onions and the things that are gonna flavor this, and I'm gonna boil this separately on the stove. What I have left in my pot is all of the mushrooms, most of the onions and the garlic and the corn and most of the sausage. I left most of the food in here. And the reason that I did that is for two reasons. The first one is because I'll have some room in my pressure cooker when it's finished that I can take Daddy's food out of the pot because Daddy is allergic to shrimp. I can put the shrimp in and then I can cook those at the end. The other thing is I didn't think I was gonna have enough room for my asparagus. After I got them all prepared and was ready to put them in, I realized that there's no way that I could put the shrimp and the asparagus in that pot. So I chickened out a little bit, you guys, but I think this is still gonna work. I still have enough in my pressure cooker to show how that's gonna work. And I think I just overestimated the amount of food that was gonna fit in there. And once in a while that happens, so I hope there's no hard feelings. But I did fix it, I have some of that pulled out, and now I think we're ready to add our seasoning and seal up our pot. Okay, now that I'm not concerned that it's gonna be too spicy for the kids, I'm gonna go ahead and add 4 tablespoons of Slap Ya Mama to my pot. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's number 4. Now the only way that I know how spicy this is that my mom tried it just a few days ago when we were at our family reunion. And it was delicious, but I'm telling you, this much should be enough to make your eyeballs sweat because this stuff is really spicy when you use a lot of it. So I'm not gonna use anywhere near that much when I make the kids's, and if you don't like that much spice, you can obviously back off and put as much as you think you can use. One way to tell how much you'll like in your pot is just to taste the seasoning by itself and see if you think it's spicy and how much you might wanna add. I liked it, so I'm gonna use a lot for Daddy and I. We like spicy food. So I'm gonna get ours started. I'm gonna go ahead and seal up our pot, and then I'll get the kids' going on the stove. Okay guys, there's our pot all mixed in and ready to go. Now it's time to seal up our pot. We're gonna go into our chicken function because that's our high pressure. We're gonna go to the time cook and bring that down to 6 minutes. Now, the reason we only need 6 minutes for this in the pressure cooker is because the potatoes is really the only thing we need to cook, and that just needs to soften. But remember, when it's finished, we still have to add our asparagus and our shrimp and let those cook as well. So for now, let's get some water in that pot for the kids, and let's get that put on the stove with some seasoning in it. Okay guys, my time has expired. Now it's time to let that pressure out. There we go. Okay, so now that we've let the pressure out and we've opened it, we're gonna go ahead and stop that. We're gonna turn that back onto the sear roast function and start because we want this to keep boiling. I don't want to let that stop. To the top of that, we're gonna add our asparagus. And I'm gonna let that cook for just a few minutes so that the asparagus will be done. And we want that cooked in that yummy juice. So I'm gonna leave that there for just a few minutes and let that boil. Okay, so I have to point out that the only reason that I'm doing this in 2 steps is because Daddy's allergic to shrimp. Otherwise, I would be putting the shrimp in with the pot right now with the asparagus. But since Daddy's allergic to shrimp, I'm gonna finish cooking the asparagus, take all of that out, get Daddy served, and then cook my shrimp that I want to eat because I love shrimp. But I won't make Daddy suffer. I'll keep it out for his. You know, emergency room visits are no fun. Okay guys, I pulled out Daddy's serving and now I'm ready to add the shrimp to the rest of the pot here. In you go, little shrimp. Now all I'm trying to do is make sure that my shrimp get nice and pink and get cooked in there. You can tell that shrimp, especially when you put them in raw, are cooked because they'll turn from this grayish color to a nice bright pink. And that's how you know that they're done. Okay guys, my shrimp is nice and pink. And we are ready to eat. Let's get this served up. The kids' version is also ready. So we are ready for plating. It's all ready and I've got it plated. Now, Nidra, do it.
Guinea pigs!
Wait, what is this?
It's a mermaid guinea pig.
It's a mermaid guinea pig. You look beautiful.
There's a
I got a Batman one. It only has one Batman foot. It's got a Batman foot and a monster foot. There's 2 more guinea pigs that I didn't even see come in. Hey guys!
Hi.
Who thinks it smells amazing?
Me.
So here's the thing, we've already tasted this because Grandma just made it a few days ago. But Jordan, you're up first. Careful, those are peel and eat.
Oh. Whoa. I still have some slugs.
I know.
That's good. Me first?
Okay, taste something else. Sausage.
My favorite. Is this my sausage?
Andouille sausage.
How many thumbs are you gonna give that? Lots and lots of thumbs? Thanks, Nano.
I'm gonna try this hot dog.
Good hot dog?
You need a drink.
What about the corn? You wanna taste the corn?
Good.
How many thumbs are you gonna give me?
Grandma's taste is good.
What about Mommy's? Does Mommy's taste good?
The hot dog taste is like spicy.
Can I have some thumbs though? Nice. Thanks, buddy.
They're Batman thumbs.
Batman thumbs are my favorite. Mia's turn.
I had my eye on the shrimp.
Let me show you peel it. There you go. Put it on the side.
You never had fish shrimp before?
Not peeling any shrimp. Oh, nonsense. Okay, taste the corn. You and your wiggly toes. Thumb says it's spicy, but does your taste buds like it? How many thumbs are you gonna give me?
For the corn, cause I can't taste anything. I can taste it spicy.
Oh, fine. Daddy's turn.
Alright. Start with the potatoes. I love red potatoes. Nice and soft. Good flavor. Asparagus. One of my favorite veggies. Very good flavor. There's the spicy. Kicking in right now.
It's a hot dog. Spicy.
It is spicy. It's spicy, good spicy, like you go. Okay, after a little while I'm gonna need a drink of water, but
Do you need more spice on top?
no, I think it's good like that. I wouldn't put any more. I like it. I think it's great flavor, especially 5 minutes that lasted. I like it for a quick meal. Thumbs up.
Okay, you guys, my final thoughts. I think this turned out really, really good. The kids, all 3 begged to differ. They said it was way too spicy, even though I only put a tiny, tiny bit. I only put half a tablespoon of the seasoning in their water, and I only did that so that it would be flavorful. I didn't know it was gonna be crazy spicy for them. But unfortunately, all 3 of them said it was too spicy to finish their plates, so they had corn dogs. Although, for me, I think our pot turned out absolutely delicious. I even sprinkled a little bit more of the spice on top of mine because I loved it. So if you're a spice lover, this one is for you because this one was delicious. I did make one mistake though, you guys. Daddy can't have any shrimp, and I put shrimp in the pot after I took his food out. And that means that all of the leftovers are too spicy for the kids and have shrimp in it. That leaves one person that can eat all of the leftovers. I guess I'll be eating leftover shrimp boil for a couple of days. Oops. Who thought dinner was way too spicy and couldn't eat it and had to have a corn dog instead? I thought it was delicious. I thought dinner was amazing, and you guys are all just tiny babies with your tiny baby tongues.
It tastes like a corn dog, spicy, and then cried.
You cried because it was so spicy? Oh, poor baby. Is that why I gave you a corn dog instead? Well, it's okay. I probably won't make this one again, only because it was too spicy for the kids, and Dad can't have it with shrimp, and the shrimp is my favorite part. So I probably won't go through the trouble of making this one again. unless I really
Make it
just
again.
decide that I want it. But
Make
I
it-
thought it was really, really good. And for anybody out there that really wants a nice spicy dish, this one was amazing.
Make it again for Dad with shrimp.
Make it with shrimp for Daddy.
Yeah.
You're so mean.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's bedtime, guys.
Yay!
I'll try harder next week to make something you guys will actually eat.
Wait. Is crackers mixed into that? Yum. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make this channel strong, share with your friends. And good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Touch. Poof your cracker mixed in.